Jackie, I have some very good news for you.
Lance? What kind of good news do you have for me? You said that you were heading over to your mom's house today, so does this have to do with her in any way?
That's right. It sure does have to do with my mom. Starting next week, we're going to have Mom come move in with us. And I'm wanting for us to be the ones to take care of her from now on.
What? What do you mean she's coming to live with us?
Well, I just had a talk with my mom about all this, and she asked that she can come live with us now. Things in the house will become more exciting now, so I'm sure that's fine with you, right?
What? Hold on a second. I didn't know about any of this before, Lance. You and I had only just had our wedding yesterday as well, so why have things changed so rapidly since then, when we'd been talking about where to go next with our relationship?
I told you that we just decided on this a second ago, so you weren't going to be told about it beforehand. Now, go ahead and start getting things ready for her. And Jackie, please don't tell me that you're not liking the fact that my mom will come live with us. You're my wife, and should listen and obey all I have to say.
But you and I are living together now, so it should be important for you to come and talk to me first before making decisions like that. Right?
Well, when it comes to this house, it is my house. Which means I'm the one who gets to choose what to do with it. Jeez. You've always been so annoying about this stuff. But whether you like it or not, you're going to listen to what I've asked, right? Thank you now.
There is no way, though. I've already been putting all my effort into supporting you. And when it comes to your mom, she's always so pushy with me. I'm not going to be able to stand any of her in this house.
Is this about our living expenses? Don't worry about that. You have all that money from your parents, so you're more than able to pay for my mom as well now.
My money from my parents? Don't say it like that. And this has nothing to do with their money. Why don't you have any idea what I'm talking about here?
You're getting real annoying again. You're my wife now, and I'm not going to take you talking back to me anymore. We may have been dating for a long time now, but you still need to learn your place. I am asking you to support both my mom and I now. That's your husband's orders. Mom is going to start living with us starting next week, so make sure there's a room ready for her. All right?
Why do you get to decide everything on your own?
On my own? What's wrong with me wanting to take care of my family? I feel terrible for my mom because she's always having to live on her own.
Then you're saying that it doesn't matter to you how I feel about this?
Huh? What are you talking about? Of course not. You're nothing to me. You have no blood relation to me and my family.
Remember when my parents were doing awful and you did nothing for me and them? Yet when your parents, your mom, is having a hard time, you want to be right there for her while asking me, your wife, to do your bidding? And you're also going to call me a stranger now?
Of course. All you are to me as my wife is a tool that I can use. So you'd better quit it with that attitude right now. Selfish witch. Get to it right now. And make sure that from now on, you're listening to everything I tell you without barking back.
So that's what's been happening, Avery. What the heck? I can't believe him. I had already gotten a message from Lance saying that you were talking back to him and all this. But he's the real problem here, obviously. He's not able to be dealt with at all right now. You can't even talk to him without his opinions overwhelming the conversation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for all of this to get that out of hand for even you. Well, you don't have to say that to me. You and I have known one another ever since high school, and we've always managed to get past anything together. And know that I have no plans of siding with someone like Lance anyway. Saying something like that does make me feel a little bad for him. Bullcrap! You've always been too kind to someone like Lance when you really should have been putting him in his place. I get that back when you guys first started to date in school, it was fun to be the cute girl that spoiled her boyfriend, but we are way past that now. That's true. Having you say that to me now helps me understand that you're right about me spoiling him. I guess without ever having another set of eyes on the situation, I had no clue I was letting him get away with so much. Well, it's a problem, right? Right? Remember how last year he became really sick and had to leave his job for good? He didn't even bother continuing his recovery at the hospital, instead clinging to you to do everything for him. But he'd been working on finding himself a part-time job and all that recently, and that's why he and I were having that wedding. You stop that. He is just trying to make you feel as though he's getting better. Remember back when you got married, you had asked for Lance to get a new job, and that led to you guys having a really balanced life. Right. Well, what happened after that? Well, after my parents passed away, we thought that since I had nobody that I would need to be taken care of as they got into their old age, I could be around for his parents. It wasn't set in stone at the time, but I think that Lance assumed I could be more free due to my ability to focus on him and his family now. Now, talking to you about it, I realize that I fell for his trap by making it seem that I have all this emotional leeway still and can take his mom into our house. I see. I'm sure it really sucks having to see that he's been undermining you this whole time. So you're going to have to dig deeper and make sure that you don't collapse. Okay. Let me tell you right now, I do not want to live with Lance's mom. I don't mind that she says some things about me from time to time, but there are days she'll throw things at me and others where she'll throw my cooking away on purpose. And the number one thing is, I don't think that I can live with Lance the way he is any longer. We had even had our wedding not too long ago, yet look at him. I had really thought that by having the wedding, it would have shown him how much I really cared for him. But he seems to have only taken that as me being more submissive to his every command. I really hoped that the wedding would have brought him back to how kind he was to me in high school, but it might have done the exact opposite. I don't think he'll ever be as kind to you as he was back then. I'm sorry. I can't let you keep thinking he's going to ever be kind to you again, so I'm being as honest as I can. I'm looking at your guys' marriage from the outside, and I'm going to say you should both stop it. Hey, Jackie, if you end up having no place to go, you're always welcome to come here. Is that all right? You are busy being a lawyer right now, though. That's nothing. I've started to get a little lonely living here on my own, so don't mind me. Thank you so much, Avery.
Hey, there's still not a room cleaned up from my mom yet. Did I not tell you to get that done as soon as possible for me? Now that I think about it, where have you been the past day or so? Where's my food?
I'm not going to be coming home today, and actually, I won't be coming back there for a while now.
Huh? There's no way you're saying that to me now, of all times. Leaving your husband to fend for himself? And not bothering to come back? Are you out of your mind?
What is all this? How are you not worried about me at all? And about how I'm feeling and doing right now?
What kind of joke is that? Are you done yet? I'm not your husband to sit around and worry about how you're doing. I'm your husband so that you have to worry about me. I might have slipped up making a witch like you my wife, though, out of everyone else. Not feeling so good today. Everything my manager said to me then is coming back to me now. Oh, it hurts so bad thinking about what he said. Yet, I have no wife here to comfort me. I'm gonna collapse from all this.
Ugh, you need to stop acting like such a baby. You keep something like that up, people that are actually dealing with problems are not going to look so kindly upon you.
What? Wait. I'm having huge problems myself, aren't I? Now stop with all that and get back home to make me my dinner. If you're not back here soon, I'm gonna kick you out of this house. Do you want me doing that to you?
Well, I'm out of there now, so go ahead and kick me out. I can't stand being around you in that house anymore, Lance.
What? What? What the heck are you going on about now? Huh. Hey, say something to me again. See how I'll react. Huh. You not able to come up with anything else to say to me now? Hey, hey, how about you get your head on straight and then come back home to me already? I get that you want me to feel something by doing what you're doing, but I'm not seeing the reason behind any of this, so it's kind of pointless. Hey, are you gonna keep ignoring me like that?
You're so dang rude.
Well, it's about time you replied back to me. Hurry up and get back here. My mom is not gonna be happy when she finds out there's not a room ready for her yet here.
She's your mom, though, right? How about you start to clean up that room and get it ready for her?
Huh? It's your job as the wife to take care of things at home. And the fact that you're even telling me what to do now is screwed up. You are a worthless wife sometimes, I tell you. Are we done here yet? A woman with the attitude of you can only be loved by one man. And that's me. The only man that would ever be kind enough to actually forgive you for acting like that is me. And only me. If you understand that, then get your butt back home right now and apologize to me. Then I'll be willing to forgive you for all this childish crap.
Ugh. So what you're saying is I'd be better off not being a wife to anyone at all? Then let's call it quits right now.
What are you trying to say to me this time? You trying to tell me that you want to get a divorce now? I'm sorry, but if the both of us don't agree to a divorce, then it's not going to happen. Too bad for you.
Is that right? That's the case with a divorce, right? I guess I should have been a little bit more specific with you then.
Huh?
You and I haven't even been husband and wife this whole time now.
Huh?
So that means I'm not your wife.
Wait. I have no idea what you're going on about right now. You and I had a wedding, right? And the day before that, you went to the courthouse and handed in our marriage papers, right? So you can stop trying to lie about how you and I are not married right now.
Those marriage papers were never processed by the courthouse.
What?
I'm saying that you and I aren't married right now because the courthouse never took them from me and processed them.
Huh? But you and I went to the courthouse together that one time, right?
There were some problems with the forms, so I had to go in there and fill them out again.
Really?
We handed those forms in on your day off from work, and then they asked for me again a few days later to fill them out again and hand them in one more time. That came from them the day after you and I had gotten married, so I was planning on waiting for you to come home and we could talk about what happened with them. But then you went to your mom's house instead of coming home to see me and told me later that day that your mom would be coming to live with us. Right?
Then that means right now, you and I...
We are nothing more than strangers right now.
Wait. This joke is going on a little too long now, don't you think? You can stop it with all the BS now, alright?
If you go to the courthouse and ask for them yourself, you'll be able to see that you are still registered as being single in their system and that I'm single myself.
You think I'd ever go there and look into something like that? I want to know why you're trying to keep that stupid, annoying lie going right now.
And I'm telling you that this is neither a joke or a lie. Also, I don't want to be with you anymore. Not even in the same proximity as you. I am not some kind of tool of yours that you can use on whatever you'd like. So you stop it with that whole act you've been putting on and straighten up. I have been one of the most kind girlfriends ever, taking care of your costs of living for you and everything else. But I'm stopping all that. And when it comes to all that money I've lent you so far, I'm going to have you pay all of that back to me. And there'll be interest on it if you don't pay me back in time.
What? You're gonna charge me for interest as well?
You and I have been signing documents on all that money for a while now, and you've been signing it in your name, right? Well, I'm going to make sure that you follow up with everything you signed, and that if you won't, there will be an interest charged on the money you owe me now.
I have some memory of the documents you're talking about. Wait. What is actually going on here, though? This isn't good. Especially for me. Not having you around me anymore would spell major trouble. I can't have the life I enjoy now without you being my wife. What the heck am I going to do if you really do just get up and leave me for good? You already know that my mom has bad legs. Can't really take care of herself really well anymore, right? I feel so terrible for her. There is no way a decent person would leave me by myself to take care of her all alone.
I'm not going to continue being your tool anymore. So from here on out, it's over with me spoiling you like I have been. So stop trying to act like you're in such a hard spot in life. You already told me that I'm a stranger to you, right? Well, you were 100% correct about that. You and I are both total strangers to one another and always have been. So I have no responsibility to come and take care of you and your mom. Heck, I've never had that responsibility. It's crazy that I've already done so much for you as it is when I've never been your wife.
But even if we weren't legally husband and wife, we have been living together like a married couple, right? You and I have been family. So don't sit there calling me a stranger to you now. I'm sure I have said some bad things and done some bad things. But what does that matter when you happen to have some bad things about yourself as well? I have been kind by not digging into you further for all your crap.
Excuse me? You're going to say something like that now? I have been the one working my job full-time, coming home to take care of all the chores and cooking all the time, and handling all the costs in the household. Tell me what the hell you've been doing for us all that time.
I have been working on recovering from my sickness as well as looking for a full-time job. Health isn't something that you can just heal overnight. Even if it looks like I've just been going out to play around, that's all a part of my rehabilitation. You might never be able to understand that, but my life has been hard.
Shut the hell up, Lance. Then where the hell did all your feelings of thanks to those who have been supporting you go? All I've heard from you this whole time is about how you are the man of the house, so you get to make all the rules, all the choices, all the commands. I've not been volunteering to help you this whole time.
Hey, don't get so upset with me.
You've always only ever been caring about yourself and saying that you will always get the final word. Do you remember? The day that my dad collapsed? He had been living with us at the time and had fallen victim to the sickness that was going around during the epidemic. He had always had weak lungs from the start, and catching that virus only made things worse and worse. And the whole time that I was running around trying to take care of him and make sure he didn't get any more sick than he already was, you just sat around and did nothing for us.
Well, that year I had become sick myself and had to leave my job. I had too much going on already myself then. All right?
That's right. You did have too much going on yourself there. I had thought the same thing back then, and that's why I never said anything to you about it. But when my dad ended up passing away from the virus, you never came with me to his funeral. You didn't even bother asking me anything about it in general. And what makes all that worse is the day I came back from the funeral, you said something to me. Where's my dinner at?
Is that what I said then? I don't really remember what happened then.
Why do you not feel bad for anything you've done, Lance? You never tell me thank you. You never tell me you're sorry. I thought all those feelings for me should have been natural to you, considering how I was doing everything and more for us.
But doing the chores and cooking is a woman's job, right?
That's not our job at all. For so long, I was just telling myself to put up with it all and that there was no other choice. But there were other choices, and there were other ways around all that. I think back then I should have been pissed at you for what you said to me. I think I should be furious about all of that terrible attitude you gave me. I honestly wonder why this whole time I haven't noticed a thing about you being the problem. I am such an idiot for that.
Hey, why are you going on a rampage all by yourself like that now? Stop getting off topic here, all right? I was just wanting you to come home already. So get going and get your butt back here.
My God, I already told you. I am not your wife, and I am not going to let you take advantage of me like I am your wife anymore. And there's one last thing. This is about after my dad passed away and the money that he had left behind for me. You told me a little while back that I should use that money to take care of you and your mom, right? What the hell did you think that you were saying to me with that? What kind of nerve do you have? Did you just turn off your brain when saying something like that to me?
What? I was just saying what I wanted to say at the time. There was no kind of deeper meaning to any of that. Stop it with all this annoying talk already. And could you please stop acting like you aren't going to pay for my mom and I when she moves in with us?
You're not going to get away with only having your feelings be heard when all you do is go around crushing everybody else's feelings like that. I'm not giving you another cent. And instead, I'm going to be getting a settlement from you. I had to go through a lot of mental trauma being around you, and I deserve something in return for that.
Huh? What the heck are you going on about? Well, if that's your plan, then I'm going to get one of my friends who happens to be a lawyer and have her help me sue your butt. I'll have you sued for trying to slander me like that.
You will? Well, we'll have to see how well any of that will go for you then. Now, as for all the messages you and I have been sending back and forth to one another, and the recordings I have of some of our conversations, and the videos I have of your mom messing with me anytime she'd come over, I'm going to use all of those as evidence when taking you to court. Also, I've been going to therapy for all that's been going on, so I'll have my therapist send her papers on me to the court as well, proving that you have in fact been the source of all my mental trauma.
Hey, wait! Let me ask you some things about that really quick. What recordings do you have of us? And videos of my mom? What do you mean by all that?
A while back, I had gotten some advice from Avery about this. When it comes to being in a very serious relationship with someone, like how things had been with you, she said to always make sure to take evidence of anything that's been troubling me. And, well, there have been a lot of things troubling me, and she's been there for me every step of the way, making sure I've been taking the right actions. And I am so thankful for having her around.
Huh? That makes no sense. What trouble have I been causing you anyway? Everything I've been saying and doing to you has been right.
Well, the one who will be deciding if what you've been doing has really been right will not be you.
That freaking Avery. She's gone and stabbed me in the back here.
Was that friend of yours who's a lawyer perhaps Avery? Sorry about that, Lance.
Crap! I've already told you this plenty of times now, but I was made sick by my old job, and I've been dealing with some mental issues myself this whole time. Don't you feel horrible making someone who has been going through some issues with their mental health be responsible for things they didn't mean? Making them look bad and all that?
And in your case, you never knew anything about me. Never knew anything about what I have been having to go through. So would you stop trying to make it look as though you've had it worse than me?
You're being awfully sassy for a woman right now.
My sex has nothing to do with how I want to act right now. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that I can't be struggling just as much, if not more, than you. You have no right to be constantly using your health, your behavior as an excuse for the way you treat others as though they're beneath you.
Huh? Jackie, have you forgotten all about what I did for you back in high school? The fact that you've forgotten all about that, I'm gonna make you regret it.
I am thankful about things back then. But me being thankful for what you did to me all the way back then ends today. That house that I've been letting you live in, I'm taking it back and I am tearing it down.
Huh?
Well, the house happens to be mine, which I got from my dad before he passed away. My name is on the place and everything, right? Actually, I want you to thank me for letting you live in that house with me for the past year or so without forcing you to pay a thing.
But, you told me it was totally fine for me to move into it with you.
That never meant that I was going to let you have the house for the rest of your life. It's not like you were married to me in the first place either. Just a stranger when it came to legal things.
I have heard enough of these lies. My mom is already on her way over here right now, Jackie.
Is that right? Well, then that's a real waste of time and effort on her end. I've already gone and sent the information to my realtor, and they have plans for that house now. So hurry up and get out of that place. If you don't plan on leaving the house soon, I'll talk with my lawyer about what to do with you. And, well, you probably don't want to know what could happen next. But at least in my case, I happen to have some money saved up, so I'll be fine.
But I'm not going to be fine if you take this house from me. It's way too expensive to hire a nurse to go and take care of my mom. And I don't have a job right now to pay for any of that.
Oh, haven't you been working part-time 3 days a week? Don't tell me all of that has been you going into that strip club you've been frequenting lately. You thought I never knew anything about that? You thought that I was far too stupid to pick up on what was going on there? I want to know what the hell you've been thinking. I'm sure that you haven't been making much at that part-time job, but why haven't you been using that money to help me pay for things? How long did you think you could just stay in that house with me rent-free and not have to pay for a dang thing while I work my butt off paying for it all? I understand that everybody is going through something and that they can't be perfect. There are people that have to go to the hospital every week while also working a full-time job. There are people that have to work part-time jobs for a while as they get back on both of their feet to face the world again. There are people that can't get out of bed, whether that be because of their physical health or their mental health, but they keep fighting anyway. But what the hell has it been with you? Who do you think you are? What the actual frick are you trying to do here? Do you understand the word limit? Well, I happen to be at my limit with you. Just absolutely done with ever wanting to deal with you again.
Hey, calm down. I'm gonna rethink things. Okay? Also, my health has been getting a lot better recently. It was slow at first, but it's been on its way back to normal. I promise you that I'll be getting back to work. So would you stop acting like that? All right?
That's a good point. Someday you will be back to your normal, healthy self again. And I was a complete idiot for believing that bullcrap before.
Jackie?
I have had it up to here with your crap, you jerk. You hurry the hell up and get out of my dad's house, frickin' bastard. And you never ever come around me in that house again.
What? Wait a sec. Settle down already. If I don't have you around, I'll seriously be screwed for good. I love you, Jackie. I love you so much.
Shut the hell up.
No way. Please forgive me.
There is nothing else I want to sit here talking to you about anymore. Get the hell out of that house right now. Give me back the money I'll be asking for, and never show your face around me ever again. That's it. There is nothing else I want from you, and there is nothing else I need to be talking to you about. Now you can talk with my lawyer the next time you have anything actually worthwhile saying.
Hey, you hold it right there. I'll apologize to you for everything. All right?
Goodbye forever.
Jackie! Wait just a little while longer for me. Jackie! I'm not screwing around here. Crap.
Avery, I've finished talking with the pile of trash. But even still, this is just the beginning of what's to come next regarding him. You're all right. You don't have to do anything else with him now. I just got a few nasty texts from Lance myself a second ago, but I blocked him, so I'm not troubled. Is that right? I hope he didn't say anything too crazy to you then. Not at all. I should have blocked that son of a witch a long time ago, but just forgot because I'm so busy. But, like I had said to you before, there was no real hope for you trying to stay with Lance. He's not the kind of man you deserve to be with, and he's even gone ahead and shown you that himself now. Yeah, but I still remember the Lance from back in high school. That's when both my parents got that divorce, and I was left stuck between them, falling into a pit of despair. But just before I was completely enveloped in my thoughts and feelings, Lance came along to be by my side. However, that Lance from back then is nowhere to be found anymore, huh? He's been long gone for a while now, and it took me way too long to figure that one out, unfortunately. Jackie, you shouldn't be upset at yourself over something like this, okay? There's no point in regretting the past, nor should you even be holding on to it like that. Just because he was kind to you in the past does not mean you have to sacrifice yourself for him now. He has nothing to offer you. So it's all just a waste of your mind and time. That's right. Thank you for saying that, Avery. And thank you for being my friend, Jackie. Had it not been for you being around me all these years, I would have never had a friend standing behind me, cheering me on as I became a lawyer. All my family and everyone else was telling me I couldn't make it happen. But you stood behind me and said the words I needed to hear. That pushed me forward. So that's why I'm giving this my all to make sure that you come out of that relationship with Lance on top. Me being here to support you as you fight is my way of showing you that I'm thankful for what you've done. Avery, I'm so happy to have you as my friend, Avery. And I feel the same way. Having you as my friend leaves me feeling really, really happy. As for the settlement I had been wanting to ask Lance to pay me, it was a really difficult process at first getting it. But after getting all the evidence we had for the judge on the table, Avery and I were able to get the judge to agree to the settlement and have it pushed through. And as for the money I had been lending to Lance, since I had signed documents from him telling the amount I gave him and the amount he would owe me someday, I was able to get that all back from him as well. None of this would have been possible if it weren't for Avery, so I will be thankful for her work for the rest of my life. Lance was also forced out of the house by the law, and right now the place is being prepared for demolishing. The house was very old, and both my dad and I had been talking about tearing the place down and building a brand new house on the land. So I'm thinking that's just what I'll do here, and I'll make sure the house is just enough for me in the end. When it comes to Lance himself, he seems to have run back to his mom, who had been living in this small apartment and forced himself in with her. But even with him finding a new place to live, he'd not really gotten any medical care for his sickness. And it had been so long since he actually went out looking for a proper job that no place would bother giving him an interview. So because of that, he's been stuck working part-time still, trying to make ends meet that way. However, even with him working somewhat, his mom has begun to catch on to how much of a failure her son has been, and now those two are stuck fighting one another every single day. And soon after the fights started to get really bad, they were kicked out of the apartment complex by their landlord, or at least that's what I've heard. Which, if that's really the case for them now, I'm sure they're out on the streets now, sleeping at 24/7 fast food restaurants or outside of gas stations under the lights. But unlike those two, until my new house is finished being built and everything, I'll be continuing my stay over at Avery's house. We get to spend every day together at her house, and it's so much fun thinking of it as though we're back in high school again having sleepovers. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.